People, I'm live on YouTube. Let's see, get stuff going on Facebook. What's going on, people? Okay, live on Facebook. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday evening, about 6:30 p.m. in Columbus, Ohio? Everybody doing fine. This is what we are called Wednesday nights. It's our top earners webinar, hump day, whatever you want to call it. This is what today is. We have a exclusive training every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the MLSP free training sites or free training for anybody who's in business, entrepreneur, network marketer, brick and mortar, pop, mom and pop store, whatever it is that you do on and you want to learn how to market online. Here's something you can let me put on here the website. Here you can go. This is where you can go. Put this in here. You can go online and register for this right now. Nice. Topic I'm talking about. I was listening to a guy, another a follow, and he made a mention about, and it's so true. Let me put this here. It's so true. You can't if you're gonna have something for yourself and your family, you cannot be a king in somebody else's castle, folks. Can't be it. Don't work that way. You hear me? You can't be a king in somebody else's castle. And if you're following me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel so you get alerts when I'm go live on YouTube. If you on Facebook, which I'm on also, and you haven't subscribed to that channel, let me see something here. I know it's probably sending out some alerts, but let me tag some groups here. It's not letting me do that. I'll do that later on. There's somebody watching this. So what I mean by you can't be a king in somebody else's castle. Well, what I'm saying is don't expect you to move up the ranks in somebody else's deal that they own. Okay, that's the most ridiculous thing. Not to a point where you're gonna make a difference or even make any significant amount of money. Somebody else's castle, somebody else's platform, somebody else's anything is their deal. It's not yours. You're just allowing you to maybe use some of the resources work. You have to create your own deal, your own platform, your own whatever. If you want to do any significant amount of um, or have any significant amount of influence. This is where our training in MLSP comes in because we have software, we have systems we can put in place that will allow you to be the king in your castle. And that's what everybody really to be effective in business, even to be effective in the network marketing thing, you have to be the king. You are not going to be the king in those affiliate programs because they are designed just for you to be a sales rep. We teach you how, people. We teach you how to be the king of your castle. Okay. If you want any type of success in the online space or offline or using the online space for online, offline, you have to learn certain skill sets that will allow you to do this, people. Without these certain skill sets, you'll always be a rep. You'll always be a salesperson. And there's nothing wrong with sales, but sales alone will not get you rich or will not get you wealthy. Wealth is the thing that most people why we get in business. Two things about getting into business for yourself. Lifestyle and wealth. Let's don't fool ourselves. For have a certain type of lifestyle takes a certain amount of wealth to have. You can't get it as an employee because you're not the king of that castle. Okay? And as I just said before, you have to be a king in your castle. Okay, let me move this. You have to be a king in your castle to have an effective way of building wealth or any of that stuff. And if you don't understand that, this is getting in my way here. Okay, it's getting in my way. Let me move this here. I guess it's not gonna work that way. Okay, how do I move here? Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to move stuff around. It's gonna look different on YouTube than it is on Facebook. So that's all right. If you're gonna be effective in any on this online game, you got to control certain things. I'm not saying you're gonna control everything, but you got to be the king of your castle. You can't be trying to build wealth in somebody else's domain. It just don't work that way. It's like they say, he who has to go controls the wealth, or he who has to go controls. Well, this is no different, people. You have to learn to control your situations. I hear so many people talk about, um, even parents today. I was at a luncheon with my mom and some people earlier today. Um, most of them are retired teachers, and they were talking about how, um, today, I guess this year, there's a threat for the Columbus school teachers are going on strike because gave them a 1% raise. Well, when you don't control the finances in your deal, yeah, they give you what they think that you deserve, and it's not surprising. 1% don't buy shit. You don't even see that 1%. A 1% raise, people. This is what I keep telling folks. You gotta control your deal. You got to control. You got to be the king in your financial world. Um, um, your time world. You got to be a king, and the only way to do is to own something, to own your time, to own what you want to do for yourself, and that's learning certain skill sets. There's no the skill sets that you learn from going to college, skill sets that you learn to go to college to get a job for somebody else only benefits those places where you work at. It doesn't benefit you, especially if you're of of African or Latino descent. You are the last that they want. You are the last that they want to see trying to control the environments, and they're scared for that because they know once we look at history, once we get into things, we dominate a lot of things, and there's a fear base for that, and there's a reason why they keep a lot of us shut out because of that. But one of the things he had mentioned, even in Dr. Claude Anderson's book, Powernomics, it talk about wealth building and what especially black males should be concentrating on by the age of 10. By the age of 10, you should know some reference of owning or building a business. And there's no excuse not to in today's market or today's wealth because of the structure of what we got called the internet. I mean, the internet is a saving grace for those who can grasp the concept of it. You can build a business using the internet. Um, I hear politicians talk about money for housing and monies for businesses, but they never talk in the terms of how you can use social media and the internet and the devices that 85% of us have, whether we got something or not, that we use to waste time on. This is the greatest platform that we will ever have, and the biggest transfer of wealth is happening in the next 2 to 3 years. There's been a big transfer of wealth from 2010 to the next decade, which is next year. We got what are we in July? We're almost halfway through July. Let's say we're in the we're going into a third quarter of 2019. Third quarter. Now, what does that mean from a business standpoint? Well, the platforms that you guys or the jobs, I'll quote unquote say, that you guys go to 5, 6 nights, days in a week, work 8 hours, 40 to 80 hours. They are making arrangements on what they're going to do in the next, well, actually to the end of this year. Okay. Second quarter of the year ended last month. We're in the third quarter. Going to venture into the last quarter of the year. They're making decisions on who they're going to cut, what departments they're going to cut in your wherever you work at, um, who they're gonna lay off. And a lot of times they lay off stuff. First group of layoffs usually happens in gym. Okay, right when the time people kids might be getting out of school, summertime. They always lay off in real predominant times of the year that people really need money and stuff to do things like summertime, go on vacations, do things for your kids or whatever. Okay. Then the next real big layoff is right at the holidays, like New November, maybe a little bit earlier, like in October or somewhere. They do this big layoff between Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially one of the biggest holiday times where people need money. Okay, where people need money to do things for the family and everything, to celebrate the spending time with their kids, but then they do this big layoff again. That's what they make this big decisions on how to trim the fat, to do what they want to do, and then they give these golden parachute bonuses to the big wigs that own those type of businesses. But the employees don't get shit. When are we gonna understand this kind of thing that they do all the time? Okay, all the time, and then in between that time, you see that um, Black Friday, Cyber Monday are making the biggest profits, and the people that understand these strategies can benefit from the revenue that's being generated online. Okay, without getting a loan from a bank, because one thing, we're the last to even for them to even want to give a loan to anything too. They ain't giving no loans to no black and brown people for no businesses. You don't need a loan. All you guys need simple. I keep it very, very simple, folks. Very simple. All you need is the internet connection, one of the devices. I'm sitting here talking to um, probably a lot of people. Can't tell what is on here. It's not showing me. I'm talking a lot of people using two devices. I'm using a cell phone and I'm using a laptop. Now, if I really want to get fancy, I can use three devices. I got a Mac upstairs. I can do stuff and do the same thing and talk to more people. But this is the technology stuff that we got right now that we can do, and it helps. And it's about information spreading. Information is the biggest commodity that you can have in the digital commerce age to educate the right people. If you direct your information to the right demographics, to the right ears, okay, that's what you want to do. You want to direct it to those people that will listen. They're not always going to be everybody listen to you. Everybody think you're full of shit sometimes, and that's all right. Okay, that's all right. Some people don't want to see you successful or use the technologies to leverage, because that makes them have to look at themselves. And a lot of people, a lot of them, a lot of our own ethnic kind don't want to see you success. They don't want to see you step ahead, especially sometimes it can be your own family. And most of the people that really like to see you surge ahead are people that don't even know. They don't know because they don't have no reference for. They don't have no reason to hate you or whatever, or be jealous of. In your own family shouldn't be that way. You would think they wouldn't be that way, but they are. Why is that? Because familiar. They say familiarity breeds contempt. And any families that ever are prosperous work as a family, as a team, as a unit, because without it, you can't do that. I mean, there's people that do things for success, but right today, man, look, I would never try to go back to that corporate plantation with the things that are available today to use to be successful online. Okay, we got systems. I got systems in place right now to help. And this is another way. In tonight's training will will open up a whole new world, showing you how you can be successful online, and will open you up to a world of training systems, products, and services that you can use, okay, to be successful online. The online space is the most leveraging thing that you could ever have. The days of chasing clients and prospects, to me, and this is just my opinion, to me are over. Them days don't serve no purpose. They take up that takes up most of your time. Now, granted, back in the day before we had that, that was the only way, especially if you was in the network marketing arena. That's the way you did things. Prospecting. I don't do prospecting. I talk to prospects. There is a difference. I wrote a book, The Five Keys of Success, knowing the difference in today's marketing. Five keys of success in today's market, knowing the difference between prospecting and marketing, and that's a difference. And knowing that and understanding that marketing is more of a great leveraging way of connecting with the right demographics and the right clientele to get your message out, to get your products known, services, or whatever it is that you are doing. Our son's moving over this way. So let me pull over this way. So I'm on the laptop, it's shining in my face. And that's this the bottom line. I think sometimes when you tell people things that are available for you to do online, they um they take it too they think it's too simplistic. I guess that's the word, too simplistic. And don't believe that you can just do this. We still got this consensus that you got to get up. Now, what sense does this make to people anymore today? Does this make any sense to you? Especially in the wintertime. We're heading now to fall. Okay, we're in the 9 o'clock hour. We were up to 9:03, 9:04. Sunsetting, went and lost 3 minutes of sunlight. Soon, before you know it, you're gonna be getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning in the dark, going to a job you hate, and coming home in the dark from a job you hate. Now, what kind of sense does that make? Knowing now you know too much information out here that you can change that game in your life by working from home in your jammies on cold mornings, or dark nights in the comfort of your house and make a substantial amount of money. In fact, replace your current income. Let's not talk about maybe the potential of being a millionaire. Let's talk about replacing your current income that you travel to every day, Monday through Friday. Some of y'all on Saturdays, some of y'all on Sundays, and gonna redo it on Mondays. And because I talk about that in my Sunset Sunday show, replacing that income, people, replacing that income. If you just replace that income, would that make you happy? Replace the current income that you out there, people. I don't know what it is. You know better than me. If you could replace that income by using some of the strategies that we teach, the techniques, softwares, tools that we have, would you do it? Would you do it? I mean, that's something. That's a question you would have to ask yourself. Okay. I've been on here about wow 20 minutes. It just seemed like it went that fast. It's like everything's going real fast in life today. My friend of mine is here from Switzerland, and it seems like you know this she's been here a week Monday, and it's like she got 10 more days here, and that's just it just things go so fast. You just gotta make hay, because she's gonna be leaving next a week from this Saturday. It's crazy how things come and go, come and go, come and go. Things just as you get older, things just fast. Remember the days when you were a kid, how it took forever for summer to get here, and summer seemed like it lasted a long time. Not no more. I mean, the years have been zipping by. Really, the years have been zipping by. Okay. All right. That being said, register at the link below. here, people. I left a link on YouTube. I'll leave a link here on the Facebook. People who are looking on Facebook is Greg Smith Solutions dot online, but I'll leave a link to register for this training, and you can actually go on my blog also. Gregory Smith dot online is my blog. I'll put that on here. Uh, Smith uh, online. That's my blog website. You can check that out. Get information there also. All right, people. With that being said, I'm gonna get off of here. I've been on here 20 minutes. That's what I usually like to do. 20-minute thing, video. Get permanent information out to you. It's been a little over 20 minutes right now. With that being said, we'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our free training. That's every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. People, peace, peace. I'm doing the two peace signs because I'm on YouTube and Facebook. All right, people, take care. We'll see you on the next video. I'm out. I'm out. Peace. Take care.